You are about to release a movie about nuclear weapons. How so?
Well, we made this movie, Countdown to Zero. We've been working on it for the last 3 years, and it's actually coming out. Magnolia is this distributor, and it's coming out July 9th here in New York, and it's going to go nationwide here in the United States. We're going to the Cannes Film Festival. It's screening in May 17th, as an official selection at the Cannes Film Festival, and from there, hopefully, we'll be rolling it out all over the world.
When did you start to perceive nuclear weapons as a threat?
Oh, well, I'm 52, so nuclear weapons has been on my mind for many, many years. During the 80s, obviously, there was a big movement and so forth. So it's been something that I've thought about on and off for a long time. It's really only about several years ago, after making An Inconvenient Truth with Jeff Skoll and Participant Media, that we were really thinking about the other issues that could really change human life on a planetary level, on a planetary basis. And obviously the nuclear threat is that, and that's why we got involved with this.
Last question. By when do you hope to see a nuclear weapon-free world?
Good question. A nuclear weapon-free world. Well, I'm one of the founding leaders of Global Zero. And the Global Zero Commission, which is comprised of about 25 military and political leaders, it's a step-by-step plan that's backed by hundreds of military, former heads of states, foreign ministers, national security advisors, military commanders, and so forth. And it's a step-by-step plan to eliminate all nuclear weapons, to get secure all the materials, and it's actually about a 20-year plan.
Okay, yes, no question. Do you believe in the NPT?
Do I believe in the NPT? Well, I believe that the NPT needs to be reinforced and worked on, and obviously it's been slow moving for quite some time. But it's a tree that needs to be given some new life.
Okay, thank you very much. Could you tell us quickly what is the latest movie you're going to release about?
The latest film the latest film that Participant is producing is called Countdown to Zero. It's a documentary about the eradication of nuclear weapons, and it's a very broad and interesting, edge-of-your-seat kind of film that gets people up to speed on what's been going on with nuclear weapons all these years.
How did you choose that topic?
Well, a few years ago, Lawrence Bender and I were in Oslo at the Nobel Peace Prize, and we were celebrating Al Gore's prize for An Inconvenient Truth, which we had all worked on together. And as we walked along the cold streets of Oslo, we talked about what other issue needs to be uppermost in the public agenda, and we agreed that nuclear weapons was that issue. And so we resolved to do a film to get people aware of what was going on.
What were the main difficulties you saw yourself confronted with to get the message across?
It's difficult to take such a broad issue of the nuclear agenda and boil it down into something that's entertaining, yet motivating, scary, yet not too scary that it scares people away, to get a message across, to educate people about nuclear issues, and then to want them to get involved because they see that there is a path out. And so for the filmmakers, it's quite an art to be able to take all this information and all this complex stuff, make it entertaining, and then provide the means for people to actually take action.
What would have to happen so you consider the film a success?
For us, the success of the film will be that enough people get involved with the issue and help ratify, in the U.S., help ratify the START agreements that will be going on this summer. We want millions of people to see the film either in theaters or DVD or on TV. And we want people to continue to be part of this movement, this Global Zero movement, to ultimately eradicate nuclear weapons. So those are some of the things we hope for success of the film.
Why do you think this is a topic that has been widely ignored by the public before it is now just on the verge of getting some more attention?
One of the reasons nuclear issues, I think, fell to the wayside a little bit is that there's been so little progress in it over the years. For example, these new START talks that Russia and the U.S. have had are really the first advancements in nuclear reductions in the last 20 years, in a generation. And kids that were born in the Cold War era or just after are in college, and they know nothing about nuclear weapons. It's just not been part of their pool of worry. In the meantime, the U.S. and Russia still have all these weapons on hair trigger alert aimed at each other, and we could have the end of the world in 10 minutes today for no particular reason. People need to know about that. And secondly, we also know that these weapons are out there and they can get in the wrong people's hands. And one nuclear bomb in one city is going to affect all of our lives and civilization forever. So there's a huge incentive to get involved and a huge incentive for people to know about this situation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Go to NPT-TV and watch for yourself.
Go to NPT-TV, and it sounds like that you'll see a lot of information that's good to know about this treaty and how you can get involved.